Yeah, I like Colwell too. Can I just a quick thing on Burn? Should we be having oaths in the squad?
Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to James and Flav for now with my guest this week, Flav. We are going to be talking about England. We're going to be rating. I've got a whole list now, thanks to my wonderful, glorious team, of the hottest transfers right now. We're going to rank some of those.
Oh, really? The hottest transfers right now, James?
Yeah, they're right. Yeah, right now, and they're hot. Hey,
right second.
They're hot. So we'll go through some of those.
I mean, that's the title, not the England 11.
Well, do you know what happened? So, but I was going, Flav, what do we talk about? Obviously, international break. I've just done 2 podcasts on Tuchel. Do we want to do more on Tuchel? And we're sort of throwing a few things about. And then I asked the lads in my team, I was like, what can we chat about? And they go, what about, could you predict England's 11? Now, we can do this, and I've got an 11. But what I found, sometimes you kind of, as you're doing something, you're going, is he? I don't know if people have this in their work. Probably don't, actually. Probably unique to us. That I'm thinking, okay, I'll do our work and we'll talk it through, and will it be exciting? And I'm thinking in my head, is Flav going to get bored here? And I think he probably is, isn't he?
I'm already a bit bored about it.
Literally got one eye open. You're struggling. Stay with me.
Well, Jack, I'm interested to know what your team is, and I'll tell you if it's exciting or not. Shall I?
That feels like dodging the question. But I have two teams. I have 2 teams which we could do really. Isn't it mental? The alchemy that we've created. I'll be so honestly. I promise you, I'm going to be so quick with this team, this England team, on my channel, on this football podcast. Honestly, you won't even notice I've done it. I'm going to be so quick. It's so mental, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's years of being together, James. That's what it is. It's like knowing each other. So you can tell, can't you? You can see how buzzing I am for this. Let me just get the seniors. I haven't even looked at it since he announced it. Who's in it?
Well, I've got it all in front of us. So I've got it all there. So that literally in order as well. I've actually done the prep. And actually, I was mid-prep. Do you know it? Here's a game. Here's a great game. Which player did I get to? In terms of putting this squad on this piece of paper, on this digital, superbly put together tactics board, which will be out soon. Who is the name where I thought Flav's not going to really be into this?
Let's Ramsdale.
You've gone for For those of you listening to the podcast, that's the first name. As you go from left to right. No, I got through the keepers.
Hang on a second. That is key thing to people to. Let's remind people that they can listen to this. You don't get all the way through the video. Like, watch it all for sure, but you can listen to this. You can find us on anywhere you get your podcast. And actually, James, I actually listened to it the other day. I was thinking, let me have a listen. What is this as an audio offering? So I'm an audio kind of guy.
Sure. Good. Sure. I've been on record saying this before. I prefer it. Just listening to it,
Yeah.
Because I get to imagine what we're doing, not be disappointed by what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, amazingly, both Adam Oliver and Cash Khan have got this spot on. With their predictions. I said, have I sent you? I've sent you the link to it, mate. By the way, if you want to see the comments. So our beloved patrons, if you do want to become a patron, I've got some comments on that because there seems to be a slug rising, from the comments. So we'll get to that. But yeah, if you do want to, less than a large Americano in a chain that rhymes with Barbucks. It's less than that. If you want to become a moist slug.
What are we doing here?
What do you mean, what are we doing here?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Oh.
I'm just explaining to people that they've got it right. Kwanzaa. The name was Kwanzaa. I got to Kwanzaa.
When I'd get bored. So I got bored of even you asking where I would get bored.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening.
Not our strongest start. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, what's he doing here, Jim? What's he doing in the squad? Is there a more boring inclusion than Kwanzaa? Here's
a game for you. You know, you like sometimes you go like this. You won't agree with something. You go no. I'll go through the squad, and you just go okay or no. Right, Ramsdale.
No, are we saying no? Or am I interested in talking about?
Are you happy with them being in the squad?
I don't care about Ramsdale.
Okay,
he's never going to play. No.
All right, so no. Pickford.
Yes.
Trafford.
He's had a good season. Yes.
Good. You don't know that. Colwell.
I do know that because City may activate their buyback clause. So I was told.
Is that true?
And the bloke was going. The City fan was looking at me and was going, we might buy back their, get a buyback clause. It's like £40 million for Trafford, and I'm looking at him going, this might be the most boring conversation.
Goalkeeper chat is hard.
No one cares about him. When you sign one, you don't care about him. When has anyone ever been excited about signing a goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Just shit.
We've something that people won't. I bet you've been told this before. So when you do a predicted 11, you might do a combined 11. You might do. We did the greatest England squad of the Premier League era in a podcast yesterday with the guys from the England pod, and it was really good fun. But what was said by Ali Maxwell?
I like that guy.
He's funny. Do you know what? He's funnier off camera. He's a little bit. I wish he would. I wish he was just a little bit less sensible because he's actually really funny, and he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't allow that humour to come through. Not that he's boring, but he's just very high value instead. I'm going to stop talking. Okay. Anyway, he said before, and I bet you've heard this before. He said, I've realised when we've done these kind of things before, we spend too much time on the goalkeepers and the defence. We don't have enough time for the end bit. So, generally, before Saturday's social and get things like that, people will say, let's just fly through the goalkeepers because no one wants to talk about goalkeepers.
I think this is a better metric for me. Is just if it's boring. So Ramsdale, boring.
Okay,
Pickford,
nice.
Boring. Trafford,
great.
Boring.
Much better game.
Lewis Skelly, interesting. Colwell, boring. Burn, boring. Gay, boring. Konsa, boring.
Quanza and Quanza, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. I gotta just swap Burn there. Just give me a chance, mate. Right?
Quanza, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Fuck me there.
The producer in me just went, I've let myself down there. That's not on you. I should have seen that.
Hey, not on you. Boring. Walker. Okay. What's he doing in there?
Yeah. So what? Oh, right. Okay. From that point of view, he's Walker is.
His legs have left him. What's he doing in the squad?
He's I don't really get it. If I'm honest with the Walker one.
To get in your first 11? Absolutely not.
It depends if he's playing in the 3 or you might want him to stick around. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, but and it's the same thing. Let's quickly do the Henderson conversation. We don't need to go back and forth here, Rick. James, my apologies. We're
even.
He's not that deep.
We're even.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
So, what was the words that came out of Tuchel's mouth when talking about Henderson? He's a winner. He knows how to win. We need him around. They're playing for England, mate.
England.
They're playing for England. If they don't know how to win at this stage, then they shouldn't be anywhere near it. It's what is that? I don't understand it. He's this old bloke who's done a bit in Saudi, now playing in the 6th level of football in terms of competitiveness of the league. And suddenly he's just in the squad again. It's like, what? Anyway.
Do you know, Ali made a really good point yesterday about Henderson. And he said that if you've got and the whole podcast out on Spotify, and it's all going to be on the MJA channel as well, so subscribe to that. But just to give this tidbit. Is it tidbit or tidbit? It's tidbit, isn't it? Is it tit?
Tidbit, isn't it?
Tid. Is it tid or tit?
Tidbit.
He said that if you think of a World Cup squad, Euro squad, you have your 23 names. Falav, listen.
I'm listening.
You're not.
23 names. You have for Euro squad and World Cup squad. You have your 23 names.
You got your 23 names, right? The 20 to 23 on that list, they don't really play. So what are they bringing to the party?
Vibes.
You chuck Connor Cody in there. He's a good lad. or like
why
Henderson.
Do you need a squad?
Why do you need a squad?
That big?
Well, I think you never know where your injuries may come or suspensions. So you want two in each
just
position.
So you can do an 11 versus 11 in training. It's just because of that, isn't it?
That's probably a good point. Yeah, but I think you need 2 players in each position, don't you, as well? But Henderson, say he's not going to play, but say, if we went back through, I always get this wrong as well, the annals of time, that I bet regularly spaces 20 to 23 in England World Cup squads don't get a minute. And if they do get a minute, they get a couple of minutes. So with Henderson, I thought it was interesting when I put it out here. I feel like, and who knows if this is the future or not, but I feel like these might be his guys in terms of midfielders. Well, it would make sense. And Henderson's just going, lads, fucking it, put it all in all the time, like, make sure you're training on time and that, and give it all you got. That's probably what he's there to do. It's a standards thing.
Like he's got winners in Rice. He's won a Conference League, right?
He's won a European. Yeah, he's won a European Cup, Flav.
But so you're saying his midfield's gonna? What's Jones do then? He's much more likely to come off the bench in Henderson. Is your point there, right?
Well, shall I show you my team? Would you like to see
on,
it? I'll be honest. I swear to God, I swear on my son's life, I'll be as quick as I can.
All right, no, it's fine. I'll allow that, right? But can you?
I'm not swearing on my son's life. In case it takes a while. Christ.
What do you think that would be? Anyway, James, you said the 20 to 23. Can you just quickly give? I like this. Which players are definitely not playing? Who's absolutely wasting their summer by being there? Right, let's do that. Henderson.
Yeah.
It's lanky, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Watkins not even in this. Because what's a good point? Another one from Ali. God, he's good. Trying to clamor it back after digging him out before. But essentially, it was a compliment, just hidden in what feels like an insult. Saka will definitely be in the squad.
Yeah, so Bowen's one of the 20 to 23.
Oh, don't do that to me. I like Bowen. I think Bowen's got so much to offer. Bowen will have, clip this up, Bowen is going to have an outrageously important moment for England at some point.
What do you mean, though? Because what's an outrageously important moment?
Off the bench, he'll take a chance he needs when we bloody need him. Okay, he'll have a moment. Watkins will return, won't he?
Yes, you'd think so.
Stones will return, right? And Lewis Hall will. Lewis Hall's he's the left back, in waiting, you would imagine.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless, but Lewis Skelly's a different kind of player. So those 5 come in, which means the 5 have got to go. But, it's the first squad, so it's okay for them to kind of have a wee look and see what's going on. I think.
Give me 11. That's what I'm waiting for.
He's the 11. He's there.
See if I agree with it.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to see. Right? I'd like to see. Trafford would be interesting to see. And you can go a bit vibesy, but time's ticking for Tuchel. Triple T. So I think Pickford, let's see your goalie. That's fine.
Yep.
And then I would like to see. I think I know what I'm going to get from Livramento, and I'm excited by that. But I don't think, with the week that he's had, the emotional toll of that maybe, who knows. I don't need to see Livramento just yet. I'm intrigued to see James. So I'd quite like to see James. That's just my opinion. This is what I'd like to see.
I think when fit, he's clearly the best right back in the league.
Oof. Punchy. But fair enough. Certainly in the squad. Yeah, so you want him to get fit and firing. Quansah, it's a no from me. Burn, definitely make sure he gets a cap. Let's just make sure that happens. I'd like to see Gay, and I think Tuchel will go with Colwill. If it was Quansah, I'd have no problems with that at all. But I actually think, ceiling-wise, I actually am a believer in Colwill, despite a lot of people not being sure about him.
Yeah, I like Colwill too. Can I just a quick thing on Burn? Should we be having oaths in the squad? I'm not a big fan of an oath.
Yeah, it's the giant elephant in the room, isn't it?
If he wasn't 6'7", would he be in the squad? It's like this whole Stevie Wonder conversation.
How have you done? Ow! Dan Burn and Steve. It's very much. I'm bored of talking about it. Dan Burn and Stevie Wonder. It's a very similar thing.
James, are you going to see Stevie Wonder? Because he's touring, isn't he? He's playing Victoria Park.
Is he?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, I'm on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can. Do you know who I might go see with my sister? Mariah Carey. Now, I'm not saying she's going to be good, but she's got some bangers. No, she's got some great songs.
Has she?
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Has the voice gone? Do you know what I thought? Do you know what? It's only going to get worse. So let's hear it now. That's my idea with that.
Do you know what I find myself doing, James? Sometimes when I'm on the motorway driving to Manchester, as I have to do every other week these days. I'll sometimes slap on some Whitney Houston.
Mate, Whitney Houston's great. She's
great.
Great.
Her voice is incredible, but it's not right, but it's okay.
That album is very good. Do you know what's one of my favourite songs of all time on that album that no one listens to? It wasn't even released. It's called Fine. It's a really good song. It's a really good song. All my Fine crew, let me know in the comments.
Went out to eat.
God bless her.
Then they hung out.
Came back around 3, didn't they?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
All right, love. Do you know what I mean? Can I have one night out with the boys?
Yeah.
Said Bobby.
And then what did she do? Checked his credit card receipt. If you're doing that, your relationship's done anyway.
Yeah.
Don't finish the rest of the song. It's over.
Yeah, that's on you, love. That's on you.
On you. Trust issues, love. Sorry, where were we?
Okay. We were saying, so Stokobo said, is Dan Burn the most technically gifted oaf ever? Says Luke. That's so.
I think he might be. He might be. You think Lewis Dunk, Dan Burn? You go and burn all the time, aren't you?
Who are the tallest players in Premier League history? Crouch is up there, but he's at the other end of the pitch, isn't he?
But he's not an oaf because he doesn't have the thickness.
Yeah, he's not thick enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tallest Premier League players ever. Here we go. Exciting.
Well, who's the geezer who used to Nils? No, who's the bloke who used to Nillis? Who used to play for Birmingham up top.
Luke.
He wasn't Luke Nillis. Is it?
Nah, you're thinking of someone else. Luke Nillis was an Aston Villa striker. Catherine will remember this, maybe. Signed for $3 million. Exciting one. He was a Belgian striker, and then he had a horrible injury, like his first game.
First game, yeah. That was it. Broke his leg. Who am I thinking? Zilic. Is it Zilic?
That's what you mean. Yeah, Nico Zigic. You're right.
Yeah.
Stoker Pops will remember. So interesting. That no one will get the tallest or the top 2. I don't think they're obviously goalkeepers.
The top tallest players in the Premier League.
Top 4 are goalkeepers.
I couldn't give you one. I don't think, James. Would you have got one without having the list in front of you?
I would have got one because Pantilimon. I think that's a sort of known. I don't know. He's kind of known for that, but he's only 4th on the list.
Who? Go on, just tell us because no one's in there.
He's waning. Right, Carlos Miguel. He was goalkeeper for Forest last year. Lucas, this year as well. No, maybe now. Lucas Bergstrom, Finnish goalkeeper, who's 6'9", and 2. But he's outdone by a centimetre by Kjell Scherpen, who is a Brighton Hove Albion goalkeeper. The tallest player is standing 203 centimetres. Is Ivorian striker Lassina, I think. Lassina Traore made a brief but memorable impact in the Premier League. He joined Everton in 2013, where he was expected to be a target man in attack. His height made him a formidable presence in the air, but unfortunately, his time in the Premier League was marred by injuries and game time.
Interesting.
Crouch is 202. Just to put that in perspective, Crouch is 202 centimetres. That's a good few more.
Isn't it like Jack Kirby just said? He's no finished. And there's just those 3 words, you know exactly what he's talking about. It's kind of like
it'll tickle you. It'll always tickle you, isn't it? Do you know someone in the comments? I didn't put it in.
So many goals.
Someone in the comments said they listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
Back in the Ball Street days, and then when it left Ball Street, he didn't find it, and he's missed 5 years of it. He's like, I'm both like delighted that you guys are still like knocking about and you've got your own podcast, but I'm also like devastated that he actually really enjoyed the one for the weekend and he's missed out.
He just stopped and he was just like, "Oh, that's that then."
Oh, that's that then. Oh, what a shame. Where's this gone? Yeah.
How has he just stumbled across it then?
I don't know. I think his name was RJ. His name was RJ something or other. It was one of those names that you can't actually read out.
Fascinating.
But yeah, anyway, my team.
Yes.
Right, so we've got a back four. I'd like to see this. I'd like Lewis Skelly as my left back because I want to see this, I think. I want to see Bellingham, Rice, but Bellingham might have to drift over to this side at times. I'd like a bit of Palmer action. I'd like to see Bowen. I'd like to bloody see Bowen. Why not? And Gibbs White might come on and do something. Rodgers, I'd like to see get some minutes at some point, although he's probably the one that misses out. Foden, it'd be interesting to see if he starts. Eze, I love my boy. I don't really see him having the opportunities here. And Gordon on the left, I think. I would like to see that. Because the midfield, I think you got Lewis Skelly can step in here if we like. Cole can move out here. Reece James can chill here if you want him to. But hey, do you want him to pop in? We could do that. Don't be afraid of that. Or he can play as a proper wide player. Bowen can then get involved, but at the same time, be that attacking threat in behind. Gordon is going to hug the touchline, but also make those runs, which allows Harry Kane to just drop in, get involved, because you kind of got a bit of a double pivot there with Bellingham maybe popping over here at times. Palmer's going to enjoy himself over there. And so that box of a midfield is there to be enjoyed with Harry Kane as well, because he is going to want to drop deep, but he also needs runners in behind. And in Bowen and Gordon, he's got that. All right.
Palmer's injured, according to Catherine.
Oh,
you got
right. Let's
you
take
got Gibbs
Palmer
White.
out.
Gibbs White start then? Does Gibbs White start?
Do you know what I do? I don't hate Gibbs White starting, because what I do want is I want fucking runners in behind, because I want Kane to be Kane. Just go enjoy yourself, be Kane. And Gibbs White's going to do a lot of work, so I don't hate that. But if I can crowbar Eze in, I will do. And I have.
You do look at that first 11 and just think, God, is this it? Is it? This is the best we can do.
What makes you think that? That's a fucking amazing. Like, he's world class. Bellingham is world class. Gets into any team in the world. Any team in the world. I don't think people really reflect on that. We've got a player who gets in any team in the world. Name me a team who doesn't get in.
How much is Rice actually worth? Do you feel Arsenal overpaid for him?
The footballer? Did they overpay him? Nah, he's amazing. He's amazing.
I think he just sort of bumbles around the pitch, really, not doing much, in my opinion. Sorry, it's just my opinion.
No,
You're allowed them.
Hey, you're absolutely allowed them. So that's my 11. I did think about it.
Is that going to win us the World Cup? No.
Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude.
No.
Anyway, we're getting to the minutiae of cynical fans like you, Flav, in the pod with.
It's just at this stage, it's not in. It's like let's get to the tournament, then we'll talk about England. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And that's the right thing. Don't support them through the group stages. Support them at the tournament. That's a proper fan.
I've got Joy. This might be a weird take. I have absolutely no problem with people not supporting England during the qualifiers, but don't dig it out. That's the thing. Just let it be. Like, get on with the rest of your day. Go play paddle. Do you know what I mean? Do something else with your day. It's absolutely fine.
I'm not going to dig it out. I'm not going to dig it out. But when it gets in a way of a bit of momentum, then it's infuriating, isn't it? Like right now, it doesn't get in any way of momentum.
You're like after you, aren't you? You're holding the door open for an international break right now.
when it was at the start of the month, and I was an international break, and I was like, is there? What? What's happening then?
Well, if there's if that's in the schedule, that's in the schedule. Then we'll have to
play. You've got to get the boys together.
Let the boys relax. Yeah, the title from last week's aged terribly, isn't it?
What was it?
Has Ange turned the corner?
No, is the answer significantly.
That's it. Well, yeah, it was a question. To be fair, it was a question. Yeah, so let's rate some transfers, shall we? Are you ready?
Yeah.
And actually, at some point, can we talk about the fact that Adele Taarabt has seen my face? Has he interacted with me?
Amazing.
Not really. Probably not really. But has he seen my face?
I like the picture, though, Jim. There was something about it that was sort of like, oh, yeah, he's... I don't know. If I was Adele Taarabt and I saw that picture, I would have liked it. I think.
I was...
Where'd you get it from?
I should know, shouldn't I? Do you know what, though? But I'm not going to feel guilty about that because... Dave had an absolute touch. So I got a message by... Let's find out who it was. Forgive me. They've got a funny handle that I can't totally remember. Cultcollective.co.
Nice.
Okay, that's collective.co. I've got another one here, which I haven't worn
So
yet.
They've just sent you one and you've worn it, and now they're getting all this promo. Is that?
Yeah.
Happening?
So they went, oh, we've got these shirts. Do you like them? We've got a Delta Rat one. Would you like it? And I said, yeah. And I went, can I have the JJ Okocha one as well, please? And so they've sent me a JJ Okocha one as well, which here we are.
I haven't got one.
I don't know if they do Spurs ones. Maybe they do.
Of course they do. Well, they're gonna do fucking a Delta Rat is a Spurs one.
Well, the streets don't seem to forget him. So there's JJ Okocha.
Oh yeah. Look at this. Do they know the value of what you're doing right now? How much you're giving them?
Well, do you know what? I don't want to dig them out, but what I will say is this. I was like, thank you for the shirt. It's very sweet, and for them to offer it.
It looks like good material. Is that
It's
good
nice.
material there?
Yeah, it's like one of those like sort of faded ones. But
Yeah.
I will say they've had an absolute touch, because I thought, our best post. It's only right, because they've been super,
nice thing to
super,
do, yeah,
super
yeah.
kind, and it's very nice. And so I posted it, and then I thought, do you know what? We're tagging Adele.
Just in case.
We're tagging
Just in
Adele.
case.
And then Adele's only gone and bloody
Is it posted on his story?
yeah, he posted it on his story. And I literally,
my lord.
Ed's gone. I'm trying to walk over a bridge, and I'm like,
Did the boys at Cult Collective, I'm assuming it's boys,
Yep.
the Cult Collective, did they go, oh, nice one, Jay?
just got a fist bump.
Is that it?
That's all I've got.
Not a kickback?
I went,
Not a kickback?
Imagine I was that kind of guy. I went, do you not fucking understand what's just happened? Do you understand the kind of promotion? And let me hang on. Let me add another word in there. Targeted promotion you've just received.
Do you understand the fucking value of what I've just given you? What do you get to me? A fucking thumbs up. Thumbs up. Was it a fist bump? Fist bump.
It was a fist bump.
No, about a fucking checkmate.
What about hands up? I would have loved a little hands up. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, that would have been enough. Little hands emoji, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
kidding. But it was. I did think. I go. You've done really, lads. You've done really well.
You've done well out of this.
In terms of going, my audience is obviously there's going to be QPR people, but more importantly, Adele to his people. That's as good as it gets, mate.
He's amazing. That is about as good as it gets.
I would love to. Do you know what I'd love to see is if this. It would be amazing if the sales have gone. Poof. That'd be great. I'll be buzzing for him.
Yeah, just let me know.
No skin off my nose. Bit of skin off my pocket.
I'm joking. At Cult Collective right now, they're all going, do we tell him?
Yeah.
Do we tell him?
Just
Do we tell him?
Tell him. Well, so we've got to.
We've got the value. We've got the value.
They had a moment. They were like, "Oh my god, we haven't paid for that." No, I know. What do we do? We'll just keep it quiet. Give him a fist bump.
Yeah.
Hopefully he forgets. Yeah. Well, I haven't.
Can I? Yeah. Good luck to them all. Good luck to them.
Oh, absolutely. And it's good. These are great. It's really good.
You've done it again. Still doing it. Still doing it. Dan Burn is such an oaf. They don't actually have his picture on the England website.
Just his chest, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's just a silhouette. It's just a silhouette.
All right. Oh, that's a shame.
Right. Tell me about these transfers then. Tell me about these bloody transfers.
Right. Well, first of all, I mean, is this a transfer? Sancho back, returning. Huel aren't sponsoring this either, by the way. Fucking hell. Hang on. Let me just go onto my Surfshark VPN before we do this. Make sure I'm safe.
Well, why are you with search for? If you mind going to NordVPN as well.
Oh, so many options. I might need to talk to someone.
Help.
If only there was someone I could talk to.
Do you want access to over 5,000 counsellors anywhere at any time? Yeah. I'm still chugging the AG1 as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I had the AG1 this morning. Yeah, no, hang on. Whilst we're on this hype train, can everyone just, as we said last week, just give us the fucking money and become moist slugs, you little pricks.
That's not how you attract patrons, James.
Come on. It's a joke. But Baldwin says, Baldwin said last week, he said, I've got a confession to make. I'm one of the dry slugs. Now it's turned into a competition who can be the dry slug.
Is it really?
Which, Skizmic, he said, I'm the dry slug of them all, said with his chest. I've been watching the pod since it was Flav and Matt Wilson on Bull Street. I remember Jim worming his way on back in 2017. I've seen all White Teeth, Shark Facts, Fleet Service, Noshing, and not paid a single pound for it. No regrets. 97 likes on that.
No regrets as well.
Yeah, no need for that.
Legitimately, you're not helping us at all. Well, actually, you're helping Jim a little bit because he views equal cash for Jim. Right. For me, I just turn up here and do something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good angle. That's a good angle.
You're not helping me.
Well, think about Flav here. Flav's getting
I'm skint.
Do you know what the comments? Look, the replies to it. Archie Talk. Can't forget Bagel Guy from an equally dry slug. What the fuck is going on?
Stop celebrating this stuff. Celebrating how much you just.
Yeah, Owen Taylor. Yeah, man. Dry slug since Long Ball Street. You scumbag, Owen. You're a scumbag.
Yeah, an absolute piece of shit. Don't stop watching and that, but...
Camp 6, E11. I found my brittle cornucopia. Yes, I Googled that. I don't know what that means. Rob W. I've been bone dry since before the Big Dog days. You're all scumbags.
They're remembering specific elements to the podcast and why it became successful. And they're just sitting there going, fuck those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dry hands, sparks, just dust coming from their hands.
Yeah.
They're so dry. Thank God for Zachrizzy 36. He said, can I just say, I think I can take the title away from the driest slug ever. I've been listening since the best podcast you've never heard of. And sounds like some new sluggies have also never heard of One for the Weekend too, which of course makes it around 7 years now. I remember the Big Dog, Twinkles, and the harrowing wars of Group Chat 1 versus Group Chat 2.
What was that?
I think it was another marketing ploy to get them to just sort of turn on each other. It was a bit of a WWE, filthy fellas, T-Go vibe thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like it was yesterday. Weirdly, I also decided to pull the trigger and douse myself with the glorious dewy moisture of the Jeffan Patreon last week after Flav's call to action. I will continue to pay the money like a good little piggy. Thank you.
Well done. That's the energy.
That's that's the question everyone needs to ask themselves today. Right? 7 years deep we are. Are you an Owen Taylor? Are you a schismic? Or are you a Zach? Are you a Catherine? Are you a Thomas Martin? Are you a Proby the Pig? Do you want that dewy moisture? Because you can have it.
How do you do that?
Well, you can have it as a link in the description. You can get it for less than a large Americano at Starbucks. I noticed this week.
What? Over £4?
Honestly, I was like, what the
What is going on?
Get me out of here. There's not even any milk in that.
I saw this. It's like us going, Netflix is going up again. There's prices are going up everywhere. Mortgages are going through the roof. And I saw this thing on TikTok where these comedians were talking about it, and they're going, what are you doubling? Yeah, we're doubling. What, you're going to double as well? Yeah. YouTube Premium, you doubling? Yeah, we're going to double.
Doubling?
Everyone's doubling their payment. How much would they want?
What, YouTube? They're doubling the payment?
No, the point is they're just moving their prices up, everyone. And the point is this, we're staying, no one's doubling our wages.
Yeah.
At some point, it's got to stop.
Yeah.
But not with our Patreon, which is going to have to go up in price.
Yeah. If the numbers don't rise. Well, yeah, I know it's been the same for years now. Yeah.
We haven't put the price up since 2018 or whenever we started.
Don't you start. My dad Gary's on it all the time. Rise of inflation. It's not being reflected in the Patreon prices. All right, Gary. They're good eggs. Leave them be.
Yeah, some people do have ended up paying £10 for some reason. What they're doing. Don't stop.
Yeah, we're here now, aren't we? We're here. So yeah, if you would like to get involved, join the mailbag. What did we talk about in the mailbag this week? We gave some exclusives away, I think, this week on the mailbag. It was funny. I spoke about my wife being racist. So lots to enjoy.
Yep.
Anyway, so Sancho. Who's had more of a stinker here? Jadon Sancho. So here's the story. Jadon Sancho is not playing great. He made an instant impact with registering 3 assists in his first 3 games for the club, but since then it's not been going great. He's not found the back of the net since then, and his long-term future at Stamford Bridge is uncertain. He's also been sort of chucking out little digs here and there at Man United, his parent club.
Freedom.
Yeah, and it's now being reported that Chelsea can tear up the deal to buy him by paying a penalty fee to Manchester United.
You think his agent's just going, shut your fucking mouth?
Yeah.
Just shut your fucking mouth.
Got a minute, Jaden? Yeah, got a minute. Well, I'm on Instagram at the moment. Yeah, fucking put your phone down. Come over here. Yeah, Jaden, do you mind if you just... You're costing me money here.
Can you just shut your fucking mouth, please?
Shut your fucking hole.
Great. You've got nothing to do. Like I say, if you've got nothing to do, Jaden, all you got to do is turn up, play football. You've been doing that for ages. You know how to do that, right? You've done it at Dortmund, done it at United, done it at City. You've done it everywhere. Just, you know how to do that. It doesn't even matter if you don't play well. It don't matter. They're going to honour your contract. It's fine. Are you so preoccupied that you have to then go on Instagram and then just tell everybody about it, about how shit it is? Just shut your fucking mouth.
So he is according to ESPN,
what
Chelsea,
is the penalty?
So Chelsea have an obligation to sign Sancho permanently for 25 million if they finish 14th or higher in the Premier League. And they will have to pay a large proportion of that to scrap the deal.
Of course, yeah.
I saw 5 million. I wonder if it's...
5 million is not a large proportion of it. That's the opposite of a large proportion.
Is it 10? Can anyone find it for us?
Well, a large proportion, I would suggest, would be around 18 to 20 million, I would have thought. What's the point of having a penalty and making an obligation if you then go, well, no, actually, we don't want it. We're just going to pay a fine. That's not the way it works.
Chelsea Chronicle, I don't want to dig you out too much because I don't spend much time on the Chelsea Chronicle. But the title said, how much will Chelsea now have to pay? Right? And in the article, it doesn't say how much you're going to have to pay.
Because it's something that will probably be set by some sort of legality issue, which no one knows. There isn't a fee at the moment, probably, because no one's really considered doing it. No one really in their right minds, other than Chelsea, who've just spunked another 70 million on 2 young players. No one in their right mind would actually conceive of not only giving away an asset for nothing, but paying to remove that asset from their football club. That is what's like. Man United must be rubbing their hands together. Hold on a second. We're going to get a player worth 25 million, and you're going to give us 18 million on top. So, like, you're over the moon if you're Manchester City.
You think it's 18 million then?
I don't know. I'm just saying what kind of you need something that's big enough for it to be problematic for the club that's trying to renege on their obligation to buy, right?
Great, hey, stop me there. Great use of the word renege. Renege. Is it renege?
Renege. Cheers.
Really
Cheers.
good.
Cheers.
Oh, God. Oh, that hit me. That. Yeah, I haven't had... that's superb. You don't hear that. You'll hear that. I've never heard that said. I've read it in my head. I've never heard it said.
Well,
that's brilliant.
You're welcome.
So who's had the stinker here? Sancho, Chelsea, or Man United?
Man United have a blinder.
You think Man United have a blinder? But they've got him back, haven't they? But I guess they get the chance to sell him again.
Listen to what I'm saying, James, because I think you zoned out. Clearly,
I was trying to find it.
Right. I'll say it again then, just for you.
Go on then.
I don't usually repeat myself for people.
Not the same.
Forgot what I was going to say. What was it? No, right. So Man United, they're in the best position, right? So not only are they going to, let's be conservative and say it's £12 million. Mm-hmm. So they get their asset back, £25 million worth, and he's worth more than 25 million. And Sancho on form is worth a lot of money.
Should I see his market value? Let's find out. Go on.
On transfer markets, 30 million euros. I checked today.
In his prep for the pod. Really good.
Yeah. So he was 30 million, but a decent Sancho. His peak value was 130 million euros. Right. That's his peak value according to transfer market.
Right.
So if you can if there's a world where you get him playing again, brilliant. You've got a great player on your hands. Or you'll take someone else who's just willing to take him on and take the risk. I'm sure there's someone somewhere who would do that. And you keep pocket the 12 million. Like Ratcliffe's like this. Yes, this is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's a good point. I guess, yeah. So because I guess if you were going to sell him for 25, and if you get 10, say you get 10, You've only got to sell him for 20, and you've made more money than you did a year ago.
Yeah, for doing nothing. Doing a couple of like deals. Like, is anyone? What? How does this end for Sancho, James? How does this work out for him?
He needs to get his upward management isn't great, is it? I think that's the thing that I'm like, you're wasting. Something's missing here. Either you've been super unlucky. To be fair, he's kind of playing games, isn't he? He's just not really creating that much.
You asked me a question whether or not I'd take him at Spurs.
Would you take him at Spurs?
I don't know.
My next question was like, so let's take Dortmund off the table. Let's know, patrons. Take Dortmund off the table. Where does he go next season?
He knows he needs to go to a club that's full of positive energy and need to feed off that. And I'm just thinking, Aston Villa.
What is it? They're the better
this is
help.
Great. Come over here. There's no chance you can be a dick here.
Yeah, because Unai won't allow it. Do you know what? And this has been since day one of football media. There's a couple of teams. Palace is a great shout. Palace is a really nice shout.
Yeah, that is a nice shout.
Because you could play him. Yeah.
I like Adams as well.
Adams. Besiktas.
Why is that funny? I don't know. It just is. Besiktas. But I've got the perfect club for you, Jade. Imagine your agent. So earlier I told you to shut your fucking mouth. I apologise for that. I've clubs interested in taking you for next season.
Starts with a B.
How does B? What?
Borussia. There's an S in it.
Close. It is East. It is East.
It is, yeah. Do you know what do you like?
They are giants.
Yeah,
they are giants in their league.
Yeah. What do you love? What do I love? I mean, well, I really like baklava. Yes, you do love baklava. No.
Yeah.
I've noticed. That. Right. So, where can you get baklava on tap? Turkey.
Yes.
Hang on. Have I fucked up there? It was baklava Turkey, or is it Greece?
I don't know.
I might have made it.
What? So you mean Galatasaray? no, not Galatasaray.
Fenerbahce. Oh, Mourinho.
No. You're going to be playing under Una Gunnar Solskjaer at Besiktas.
Besiktas. That's. Do you know what? You never know. He wanted to get it. He wanted Sancho, didn't he? He was desperate for him.
Napoli ain't a bad shout from Conor O'Reilly because they need a winger.
Yeah.
Catherine's just said we don't play for wingers. Actually, who the fuck do you think you are, Catherine?
How's funny? How's funny
is
this?
Who do you think you are? We're attacking Catherine.
Sorry. Yeah, Catherine, you little.
Who do you fucking think you are, Catherine? Like, you're turning down Sancho. Remember you were in the fucking Championship 6 years ago?
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten.
One must beware. One must beware. Do you want? One must beware.
No,
one too many video analysis sessions with Unai Emery. That team is going to get tired at some point. Going to go, fucking hell, Unai. We know. Wait for Martinez to put his studs on the ball. We got it. Will you just let us go out for the afternoon? Do you know what's funny here? Baklava, just searched it. It's a layered pastry. God, baklava's good. But the people also asked, the first question was, is baklava Greek or Turkish? So I'm not an idiot.
What's the answer?
The answer is this. Baklava is a dessert with roots in the Ottoman Empire and is claimed by both Turkish and Greek cultures.
Yeah, the Ottoman Empire did a lot of spreading their seed, didn't they?
That close to getting cancelled. And I'll be honest, I thought it might be this podcast. I didn't think it would have been a baklava shout.
A lot of Ottoman spunk was spread around.
Yeah. Baklava was an homage to that seaman, apparently. Not the person who's a seaman, the seaman itself. Anyway, so Sancho, yeah. I think, do you know what, the name that I just go to, I think that's what I was going to say, as old as time, player at big club, can't really do it, but we know they're good. Someone needs to buy them. West Ham. You just sort of go to West Ham.
West Ham could be West Ham. I do wonder what empire did produce the best seamen, though, if you think about it.
Do you think? Do you by that you mean naval force?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Genghis Khan. He just had loads of kids everywhere. He's just throwing up. He's like, right, shag. I think. Like, he just arrived at a new town, and he's just like that. I need a shag.
Yeah, it was the caffeine of the time.
Yeah.
So you'd have 2 in the morning, and then you have a quick one after lunch.
Time for a quick shag. Because honestly, it's like there's like do you believe the kind of myth? He's like 1 in 7 are a descendant of Genghis Khan. So he's shagging all the time. He's like, just had a cup of tea. He's like this. He's just like, all right.
It's exhausting. Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice cup of tea. Okay, quick shag, I think.
Yeah, like Smints, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't just have one.
Yeah.
Other transfer rumours. Gyökeres to Forest. Does that make you nervy? Make you nervy? It's like, all right, enough now. Are you like that as a Spurs fan?
But not really, because we're not. I don't even see us. We're nowhere near him. So, it just sort of. It's another nail in the coffin, really, as to what Spurs are. But
can I ask you a question? What will be the average? Like, who knows what happened, right? Poch might, Postecoglou might, might win the Europa League. He might be in the Champions League. Get new signings. We all start afresh, and it gets back to prediction season. What will be the average prediction position of Tottenham next year?
Across the board, it'll be like 10th, 9th, 10th. But
Right.
from me, it'll be 5th.
Right. Whereas this year, I would say it was generally a 4th to 7th spread, wasn't it? That's quite an interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one to do at some point. So when you're in that arena, when you think of the other teams knocking about, that's, Forest are sort of. If they buy Gyökeres, they are like, they're looking good.
It's also their method to get. Yeah, they are. I mean, he would be perfect for them. It's whether you convince him to come. And that's the other issue. Forest would need to be a Champions League club consistently to attract someone like him, I'd imagine.
Sure, yeah, true.
Because the risk is that.
Surely he doesn't go. Like, I'm not digging out Forest, but surely he goes to a behemoth of a team, of a club.
Yeah.
Not one that's just not stuck in. Hey, stop, Jimbo. Not a team that's had an unbelievable season and deservedly got in the Champions League.
They're not even there yet. They're not even fucking there yet.
I think they will. I think they will, though.
They will be. But the most, I don't think he would. I think that they'll have to find another forward. Isak. I'd like them to buy Isak. That would just be really, that would really please me.
How annoying would that be? Like, and the comments, Isak were like, "Oh, did you see his comments?" I don't know if these were true. And I fell into this trap the other day where I'd seen this quote that supposedly was attributed to him, and it wasn't. So that was stupid. But I saw a clip on Twitter. It was about him talking to Van Dijk at the end of the cup final.
Yeah, I did see that.
And it was sort of lip reading him a little bit. And when I did watch it back a second time, I thought, it does kind of sound like he's saying that. Basically saying to Van Dijk, make sure you're at Liverpool next season. Which is kind of.
I'll see you in pre-season training, something like that.
Leave it.
You got to be worried when you're a Newcastle fan when he's saying, "I'm not thinking about my future." They're the alarm bells, because that means that's all he's thinking about.
That's a great new bit. Things that people say and what they actually mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll decide at the end of the season. I'm
not thinking about the future means all he's doing is thinking about his future.
Do you know what's always followed up by? I'm just focusing on my football.
That's alarm bells.
I'm just trying to focus on my football.
Do you know? Like, I don't want to make this about me again, but Spurs and Harry Kane and that, especially because he doesn't even play for us. But what he does and doesn't, just people don't speak about him in the way that they're talking about Alexander Isak at the moment.
Who?
Like,
so who are you talking about?
Harry Kane. Just like, he's clearly the best number 9 in Europe, and has been for 15 years, or 10 years. And Isak's just because he's a bright young thing playing for Newcastle. There's an interesting story about it. It's almost like you can't, like, the people are saying Isak's the best number 9 in Europe. It's crazy.
I think the thing
is, he's done all right.
It's about with Kane, there's then this feeling of the players around. He needs certain players around him. There's a feeling of that, I think. Whereas with Isak, rightly or wrongly, but with Isak, he's fast. He can run the channels. He can drop short. He can be a target man. Kane, it's like he's not going to run the channels. We know that. So I think that is
just going to bag 55